The St. Louis Rams, a historic franchise that is now only an afterthought in the football world. A franchise that showed us one of the most prolific offenses in NFL history, featuring guys like Kurt Warner as their quarterback and their running back Marshall Faulk. But since that era, the Rams have been, let me show you. Okay, so after their 2001 L to my New England Patriots, here is each year's corresponding record for our St. Louis Rams. 2002, 7-9. 2003, lost in the divisional to Carolina, who would go on to play in the Super Bowl. 2004, 8-8, lost in the divisional again, this time to Atlanta. 2005, they went 6-10. 2006, they went 8-8, and this is when it gets crazy. From 2007, 2008, and 2009, they went a combined 6-42. That is the worst span in the Super Bowl era by far. And to top it all off, just 2 years later, they would only go 7-9 and 2-4 in 2011. So that's 15-65 in a 5-year span. We have a lot of work to do. But you may be wondering, bro, who cares? They're back in LA now. There is no St. Louis Rams. And to that I would say, you're right. And wrong. The St. Louis Rams still exist in Madden 12. So my mission is to rebuild this franchise and bring it back to its glory days of being one of the most feared teams in all of football. This is my Madden 12 franchise, St. Louis Rams edition. Before we actually get started, I do want to go over a couple ground rules I have for this franchise, and this is basically the same stuff I do with all my Madden franchises. But first off, Hall of Fame difficulty, 6-minute quarters, playing offense and defense. Number 2 is I just wanted to keep some realism and keep the stats kind of close because you're going to be playing 6-minute quarters compared to the computer. It's going to always play 12. So I play a game, sim a game, play a game, sim a game. If we get into the playoffs, I will play all those games. And that's about it. Let's get started. Oh, I forgot almost one more thing. Listen to this guy. He'll tell you everything you need to know about Madden 12 franchise and how much better it is than Madden's today.
Franchise mode is back in Madden NFL 12, and it's bigger and better than ever. We've added over 25 major features and improvements to our most popular game mode, and the majority of those additions have been requested by you, the fans. The biggest addition is dynamic player performance, powered by competence and consistency. These 2 new traits will ensure that you'll never have the same experience twice when playing a franchise mode game. Every week, each player's ratings will change based on how consistent they are and their level of confidence coming off their last game. If your franchise quarterback is extremely consistent, their ratings will change slightly. With guys like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, you always know what you're going to get when they step on the field. With someone who is less consistent, you never know what you'll get. He could play better or worse than you expect him to any given Sunday. The players that perform at a high or low level for consecutive weeks are on a hot or a cold streak. You'll see an icon next to their name in the player management screen that tells you when this happens. Cut days featuring expanded rosters is a feature you've asked for years, and it's new in Madden NFL 12. Take 75 players into your first preseason game, then cut down each week as you try to learn a little more about the guys you've invited to camp. Off-season free agency is a much more fast-paced and interactive feature this year with a new free agent bidding mechanic. Square off against the other NFL teams as you try to outbid each other for the right to sign the best free agents. Be aggressive when you're bidding, or you might just lose that player that you need to turn your franchise around. Player roles are back in Madden NFL 12 for the first time in years, and they add a deep RPG element to the franchise experience. There are over 20 new roles that can be earned or lost by players every offseason, and most of them have an impact on the field in your franchise games. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. The rest of the new features range from being able to practice in franchise mode to a fully functioning injured reserve, from future draft picks to the ability to change teams in the offseason. We've even got a new scouting system. We've added a ton of new features this year, and we really hope you guys enjoy playing franchise mode in Madden NFL 12.
As you guys can see, there's a lot missing in today's Maddens that are just never coming back because they don't have to try. But seriously, let's get into the game. Rams franchise. So I'm not going to show you guys every single cut I make on this team to get to the final 53-man roster, but I will show you all the notable cuts and trades I make, so let's get into the first one. First things first, I'm going to get some depth, so I'm going to sign Chris Jenkins, the veteran D-tackle, then I'm going to go over to Al Harris, the veteran cornerback, and then after that we're going to go over to the Pats legend Eugene Wilson, the free safety, and then finally our middle linebacker Eric Barton. I need help in all these positions, so even if these guys are pretty old and have seen a lot of football in their day, I'll still take them and they'll provide a lot of help. Another move I'm making before the regular season is to get my boy Steven Jackson some real backup running backs. I mean, Keith Toston and Kenneth Darby, you just ain't gonna do it, so let's go get him some real help. Now, I do have the option between Tiki Barber, Brian Westbrook, and Clinton Portis, and I think I'm gonna go with Clinton Portis. He's the youngest out of all of them. He's not the best overall, but I'd rather go with Clinton. And for our third string back, we're going to go with Julius Jones, the former Cowboy. Unfortunately, in the preseason, my backup quarterback, A.J. Feely, got hurt, so we have to put him on IR instead of waste a roster spot. So let's go pick up a real backup quarterback. Now, we got some decent options for backup quarterbacks. We got both McCowns, we got Chad Pennington, Chris Sims, but I want some stable backup quarterback in case Sam Bradford, our young quarterback, gets hurt. So we're going to go with Chad Pennington. With that being said, I was thinking long and hard about signing TJ Yates. He's just a rookie and we can develop him in the long run, but I was just afraid if Sam Bradford gets hurt and I have to throw in TJ Yates, I'd rather much have Chad Pennington. So, yeah. Our first trade of the preseason, we are sending our rookie linebacker, Jabara Williams, to the Chicago Bears in exchange for Jaquan Crawford and their 7th round pick this year. I just don't have any spots for Williams, and he's pretty low overall, but he has good potential. He had a B potential, so maybe I give the Bears something, but for now, we just need more depth and better players. Our second trade will involve our oldest tight end on the group, the veteran Billy Bajima. And since I only want to carry 3 tight ends, and we have the rookie Lance Kendricks, David Fells, and Patriots legend Michael Humanawanui, Billy's on the way out, so let's see what we can get for him. And look at this trade I cooked up with the Denver Broncos. They're sending me their rookie tight end Virgil Green and a 2nd rounder next year for Billy B himself. I mean, this is a no-brainer, people. Let's do it. Here's the third trade. I'm sending my rookie free safety Jonathan Nelson to the Atlanta Falcons in exchange for a 5th rounder next year and their left tackle rookie Leland Potts. I already had a good free safety. Since I signed Wilson, he's going to start, so that means my good safety will be my backup now. So Jonathan Nelson has a B potential. Hopefully it works out in Atlanta for you, buddy. Bye-bye. I made sure to check out the injury report before the start of the regular season, and I noticed that our right outside linebacker, David Vobrara, he'll be out for the season with a torn tricep, so that means I'll put him on IR. So let's go look at some free agent outside backers. And why not just add another veteran in Keith Bullock, who's low-key a beast in this game, so for $850 for 1 year, come on guys, Keith Bullock, welcome to the squad. I then noticed our fullback Britt Miller, well, he sucks. So we gotta go pick up another fullback, and there's great options between Mike Carney or Montel Williams. I honestly only really have the 2 options of Carney or Owens, and so after painstakingly looking at each of their statistics, I decided to go with Carney because he's just a better overall blocking running back, pass and run blocking. So yeah, we're gonna go with the fullback Mike Carney. So with all that done, let's go over the roster. We got Sam Bradford and Chad Pennington at quarterback. We got Steven Jackson, Clinton Portis, and Julius Jones at running back. Mike Carney, the newly signed Mike Carney. Our wide receivers are Mark Clayton, Donnie Avery, Danny Amendola, Brandon Gibson, Denari Alexander, Greg Silas, Austin Pettis, Laurent Robinson, who I'm going to trade right now because we have too many wide receivers. So we're going to ship off Robinson to the Sunshine State of San Diego, California, where he'll get to play with Phillip Rivers. I need a backup left guard anyway, and I get a 6th rounder, and I already have too many wide receivers, so it works out for both teams. So yeah. We got Fells, Kendricks, and Human for tight end. Our left tackles are Roger Southfold and Ryan McKee. Left guards are Jacob Bell, Mark Setterstrom, who's hurt, and the guy we just traded for, Steve Schilling. Centers are Jason Brown and Drew Miller. The veteran Hank Fraley and John Greco as our right guards. And at right tackle, we got Jason Smith, the 3rd-year man, and Renardo Foster. For defense, we have Chris Long and George Selvey at left end. Opposite side, we have James Hall, the veteran, as well as the rookie Robert Quinn. For defensive tackles, we have Chris Jenkins, Fred Robbins, Clifton Ryan, and Kerry Gibson. For left outside linebackers, we have Larry Grant, Chris Chamberlain, and Brian Keel. For middle linebackers, we have James Laurinaitis, Eric Barton, and Josh Hall. For right outside linebackers, we have the veteran Keith Bullock, as well as Niall Diggs, and then we have David Vobrara, but he's on IR. Our cornerback room consists of Al Harris, Ronald Bartel, Bradley Fletcher, Kevin Dockery, Jerome Murphy, and Justin King. Eugene Wilson as well as James Butler will be our free safeties. Our strong safeties are Craig Dahl and the rookie Jamal Hines. And finally, our kicker is Josh Brown, and Donnie Jones is our punter. So even though this team has been historically bad over the past couple of years, I think this roster is pretty good. Our offensive line is stacked. I'm thinking playoffs. What do you guys think? So let's get into it. Regular season time. To open up the regular season, we are hosting the Philadelphia Eagles and their high-powered offense. Keys to victory for this game is to limit Vic taking off and running and force him to pass the ball. Same goes for Shady McCoy. We gotta limit the run, stuff him when we can, and force him to throw the ball. And for us on offense, no turnovers, and we should win this game. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the offensive star starting wide receiver. Oregon State, number 39, Steven Jackson.
Glad to have you with us for this head-to-head between the Rams and the Eagles. The Rams
playing on their home field, and they want to be able to keep this advantage going. As we get ready for this one, Chris, what is the key in this matchup?
Well, and I think you hit on it, Gus, the home field advantage, because these two teams obviously match up very well against each other. So as the home team, you're hoping that you can sort of incite your own fans and get that energy in the building, because in a game this close, that well could be the difference.
All right, Chris, with that in mind, it's game time, and we've got two teams really ready to rumble. And here comes Michael Vick, drafted way back in 2001 out of Virginia Tech. They'll set up shop at the 23-yard line. It's 1st and 10. McCoy on the run. Chris Jenkins was there to bring him down.
Here are the offensive starters, and it's a unit that has no shortage of big-time weapons. Chris, wideout Deshaun Jackson from Cal might be the most exciting player in football right now.
Yeah, when he gets his hands on the ball, you can hear the crowd gasp as if they're expecting something incredible to happen, and a lot of times it does. Now, I haven't seen many guys come in the league and make as many big plays as Deshaun Jackson has.
And Chris, he is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. They've had to retool the defense, and the result is a unit that is much quicker and younger than it has been in the past. Chris Long from Virginia is one of those good up-and-coming young players who always seems to be around the football. Thank goodness, Chris, that this young man got his mother's talent.
Yeah, he definitely overcame his father's upbringing, but here is a guy that we have enjoyed watching. Him is just his non-stop motor. He never gives up on a play.
Avery fields the ball at the 30. He got everything he could, but there really wasn't much room.
Boy, he hardly had any room to do anything there. They've got to come up with a better scheme or some better blockers or something. This guy's a good punt returner. He's just not getting any help at all from his teammates.
Out comes Sam Bradford out of OU, the winner of the 2008 Heisman Trophy. Fires a laser down the middle. He's dropped down around the 50-yard line by Patterson. And we'll have a first down and 10. Hand off to the right side. There is no shortage of skilled players on this offense, but make no mistake, it's a unit that's built to run the football, and running it
is superstar Steven Jackson out of Oregon State, who is one of the most talented and explosive and physical runners in the league.
Yeah, he is one of the league's elite runners, that's for sure, and it's really a tribute to his durability and resilience. I'm not sure another back could take the kind of punishment Steven Jackson has taken over the years and still be as effective as he is today.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Fans love this defense, and you can see why. It's a tough group that is extremely aggressive going after the football. Cornerback Asante Samuel from Central Florida is the leader of this defensive unit with numerous Pro Bowls to his credit.
Yeah, and a couple of Super Bowl rings as well. What Asante Samuel brings you is not only great athleticism, but he has just such terrific instincts and a nose for the ball. I tell you, quarterbacks have to be really careful when he's out there on the field.
First down and 10. Jackson gets the ball. He fights forward to about the 36. Broderick Bunkley was there for the stop. They line up at the 36. Dumps it out right. And the tackle was made by Asante Samuel. Number 16 gains 4 yards with that reception. Just about 4 yards shy of the first here on third down. They hand it off. Ernie Sims was there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a big run stop right there. You have a very proud defensive line that was just going to take control of that situation.
Carney takes the give.
Every once in a while, it's just sort of fun to see the big fella pound one in there, take advantage of his size, and pick up a first down.
Has a man out to his right. Quentin Michael was there for the stop. That's a first down right there. Might want to play them a little tighter. Maybe even go to the man coverage.
Yeah, it's pretty tough in recognition, and that time you could see him move the zone defense just a little with his eyes before he threw it in there.
We've had a scoreless first quarter here at the Edward Jones Dome. Welcome back to St. Louis. Looks left. Here's a short pass. He's brought down right around the 12-yard line by Patterson. Nothing doing on that play. So they are now on the 11. Throws to his left. Touchdown Rams. The attempted pick comes up empty, and it goes for a huge gain.
He has a reputation for going after the ball aggressively, and sometimes he's going to get burned. You just have to hope that the safety has your back on a play like that.
I mean, I can't make the safety too happy putting them on an island out there.
Yeah, I guess, but it really kind of goes with the territory when you have an aggressive corner. I think most of the time a safety can respect that.
Jones is ready to kick this one off. Jackson is deep, looking to return the kickoff. He'll down it in the end zone. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt it away. They'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Makes the throw over the middle.
The Eagles seem to be very content throwing these short little dinky passes. Some offenses just nickel and dime you all the way up and down the field, which I suppose at least eats up the clock.
They're looking now at 2nd and 8.
He's going to run for it, and he's got room.
Who says quarterbacks aren't athletes? He looked pretty good on that play. Nice job, found the hole, got upfield, got down without getting injured. Good play.
It's 1st and 10.
McCoy gets it on the inside. James Laurinaitis was there to bring him down.
4 yards on that play.
They're looking at 2nd down and 6. The ball is on their own 40. He's off for a huge gain. He's knocked out of bounds at the 20.
What a run that was. I really thought he might be gone there, but they were finally able to chase him down.
He's dragged down on the play.
He gets the sack, and the offensive lineman didn't have much of a chance.
He delivered a perfect swim move, and he was into the backfield in a flash. That's a kind of his signature move, if you will, and he's had a lot of success using it to get to the quarterback.
And it didn't look like the quarterback even saw him coming.
Yeah, he gets back there so fast that even if you have quick reaction time, you're still going to get sacked.
So it's 3rd down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Searching for an open man. And looks left. Throws. He gunned that one in there for the 1st down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Pass is short right side. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown!
LaShawn McCoy delivers a touchdown pass on a beautiful throw, and I just admire the way he plays the quarterback position.
David Akers ties it up with the point after. Roca is ready to kick it away. Avery is back to receive the kick. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Go to work at the 22. And we'll have a 1st down and 10. Short throw to the right. Makes the catch, and he's dropped. No gain on that completion. They're looking now at 2nd and 11. So they have the ball on their own 21. Has a man to his right. The stop was made by Nate Allen. A pickup of about 7. Dumps it out right. All he needs is one hand. And the tackle was made by Jamar Chaney. Has a seam down the middle. And the pass falls incomplete. They'll face 2nd down and 10. Opts for a short throw. Brings in another one. And he's tackled around the 48-yard line by number 23. 1st down and 10. Ball on their own 48. Just barely gets rid of it.
Yeah, nice call and a well-timed blitz. They disguised it well. I don't think the quarterback saw it pre-snap, and it forced him into an incompletion.
He's going to his right. Throws.
He knows he just got away with one there. That's a ball he should have never thrown.
That brings up 3rd and 10. Ball on their own 48. Fires a strike to the right. It is an incomplete pass. Number 16 was the intended receiver on the play. It's fourth down. The Rams ready to punt this one away. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. The offense will start at the 20. First down, 10 to go. McCoy gets the carry. Keith Bullock was there to bring him down. Second down and 8 here. So they have the ball on their own 21. McCoy takes it left. He's wrestled down around the 31-yard line by Wilson. The first half comes to a close with our score all tied up. St. Louis will get the ball to begin the second half. The stop was made by Riley Cooper.
For 17 on the return.
They'll start at the 23. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. 2 yards.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throws middle of the field. He drops the easy pick.
As a quarterback, you have to go through your reads. That was his first look on that play, and he shouldn't have stayed with it that long. That was a bad decision.
So, it is 3rd and 8. Ball on their own 25. Here's a pass over the middle. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
And so far in this one, as you can see, this player has been the impact performer of the game so far. Jamar Chaney was there for the stop. What happened there?
Well, the defense was in zone coverage. They got good pass protection, and anytime that happens, it tends to really stretch those zones.
It's 1st and 10. Steps and throws to the left side. Pete, don't fail me now. Dives into the end zone for a touchdown. Lepepa Latuli was there for the 40-yard touchdown reception. And the point after is good. St. Louis is up 7. Jones will be kicking off. Hall stands back to field the kick. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. And we'll have a first down and 10. Looked like someone might have jumped.
False start. Offense. First down.
Watkins is guilty of moving early. First down, 15 to go following the penalty. McCoy takes it up the middle.
The Eagles continue to milk that ground game. Their per carry average so far in this one is staggering.
It's a 2nd and 8 situation now. So they have the ball on their own 21. Going down the middle with it. Back to the line, but nothing more. Facing a 3rd and 8 situation. Goes for it all. It's almost picked off. So we'll probably see the punt team now after that incompletion as the offense goes 3 and out.
Not a very creative sequence of play calling that time. They just never seem to get anything going on that drive.
4th down. The Eagles are lining up to punt it away. Avery takes it at the 28. Marlon Jackson was there to bring him down. 1st down and 10. On the delay. Brought down behind the line.
The Rams have to be frustrated with their lack of running success in this game. I mean, how many times can you get beat like that and still keep trying to hand the football off?
Still looking for an open man. A burst of speed, and he's in the open. Asante Samuel was there for the stop.
The Rams haven't had too many runs that have netted decent yardage up until that one, but sometimes if you just stick with it in the second half, things start to break.
They hand it off. He found some daylight. Quentin Michael was there to bring him down.
Steven Jackson, when he breaks into the open field, is a dangerous sight. Remember, he's 230 pounds of man running downhill at little defensive backs, and believe me, they are not too happy about it.
Short pass to his left. Jackson was his intended target. Jackson again. He's brought down around the 7-yard line by Dixon. They'll keep it on the ground again. Quentin Michael was there for the stop. He splits the uprights. So that will make the score the Rams 17, the Eagles 7. St. Louis is ready to kick this one off. Jackson is deep, looking to return the kickoff. He'll down it in the end zone. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. Pass is short right side. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. knocks over a defender, and he's still going. He's dropped down around the 33-yard line by Robbins. So at the end of 3, the score is 17-7. Welcome back to St. Louis. The Eagles start this final quarter with the football. They'll be looking for a quick score. Inside handoff. That's a gain of 5. They go to their hurry-up offense. Fumble. Philadelphia is able to fall on it.
It's not often that a fumbled ball bounces right back to you like that. That was just good luck.
The pocket collapsing. Moves up, and the defense has him. Sack. Avery gets the ball at the 27. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 48-yard line. And now they'll come onto the field already up 2 scores.
Yeah, with this kind of lead, I expect to see a lot of ball control style of offense from these guys. But I'll say this is also the time in the game when the defense has to really start to attack. Sometimes a first down pass can work.
He fights forward to about the 49. Ernie Sims was there to bring him down.
Yard gain on the play.
They hand it off again. He's tackled right around the 44-yard line by Parker.
7-yard gain on the play.
Bradford with the give. And he's tackled right around the 36-yard line by Bradley. Handoff, big opening up the middle. He's wrestled down around the 29-yard line by Patterson. Again, he'll get the call. And the tackle was made by Brandon Graham. Jackson gets it on the inside. The stop was made by Brandon Graham.
And really, this defensive coordinator has no choice at this point. You have to start attacking. You have to start blitzing. Whatever you have to do to take away this running game because it is eating too much of the clock.
Jackson on the inside handoff. The Eagles will take their second time out of the half. Jackson takes it up the middle. And this is going to make it tough for any type of comeback now.
Yeah, that was a place in the game where the defense absolutely had to make something happen, and they just couldn't pull anything out.
Extra point is good. Less than 2 to go in our fourth quarter of play. The score, the Rams, 24, the Eagles. St. Louis looks ready to kick it away. Hall is back to receive the kick. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. They were forced to punt on their last drive. Here's the pass. Deep ball to the right side. Avant was the intended receiver on the play. Passes out to the left. He's brought down around the 32-yard line by Fletcher. Looking, fires it to the left. Makes the grab, no signal yet. We'll see what they rule. They're not going to give it to him.
Yes, coming down with a great catch there.
Passes it deep on the left side. Macklin was the intended receiver. He's looking down the middle. Throws. He's dropped down at about the 47-yard line. by Wilson. Dumps it out right.
Offside.
And the tackle was made by James Butler. And folks, our monitors up here show that he may have been offside. He tried to anticipate the count.
Some quarterbacks are just better at that hard snap count than others. You can't go to that hard count until you really feel like you want to draw them off sides. But when you go with it, it usually works.
Wants the end zone! Avant was his intended target. Going up towards the end zone. Paul was the intended receiver on the play. Throws it to the middle. Intercepted, and that should be it. Jukes away, and he will be tackled.
Wow, he closed on the ball quickly and came up with the interception.
Yeah, he took a risk going for the ball there because he didn't have any. Certainly afford to gamble occasionally.
And it's amazing what talent will let you get away with.
They'll give it off here. The stop was made by Mike Patterson.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Inside give.
I know it may not be the popular thing to say, but I can't really give the running back 100% of the credit for this performance today. Let's face it, this defense came in here determined to stop the pass, and they're paying a price on the run.
That wraps up this one. We have highlights next, so stick around. And let's take a look at the Gatorade Performer of the Game.
Alright guys, let's go over the stats from that Eagles vs. Rams game. Sam Bradford was 14 of 20 on the day, 183 yards passing, 70% completion percentage, and 2 touchdowns a day, no turnovers, a great day for Sam Bradford. Michael Vick on the other hand was 5 of 14, 46 yards passing, 35% completion percentage, and no touchdowns, and a pick. Terrible day for Vick. Steven Jackson was our bell cow with 20 attempts, 106 yards, and a touchdown, and shout out goes to Mike Carney for those 2 fullback sneaks. The rookie tight end Lance Kendricks leads the receiving group with 6 receptions, and 99 yards, and a touchdown. Danny Amendola right behind him with 4 catches, 41 yards. Steven Jackson gets 2 catches himself, and Mark Clayton's lone catch was the touchdown. Our offensive line didn't give up any sacks, and Jason Brown had 2 pancakes. As for the Eagles, Danny Watkins gave up 2 sacks, Jason Peters gave up a sack, and the center Jamal Jackson gave up 1 too. We had 4 sacks on the day, and they all contributed from veteran players, and Josh Brown hit his only field goal of the game from 19 yards out. Now let's get to the worst and best plays of the game. If you guys enjoy this series, please comment, like, share with a friend, just subscribe to the channel, show all the support you can for me to continue doing the series. This takes a lot of work, a lot of editing, so all the appreciation is very appreciated. That's a good way of saying it. Yeah, good job. Good job, bro. But once again, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for episode 2 of the Rams Madden 12 franchise rebuild. Peace.